Hello there, welcome to Frost's newest roast video. Today we'll be doing the ocean experience. We'll be doing a different sort of video today. It'll be a topic based on something real that happened in my life before. Please make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you would need to, and if you necessarily need to. Dislike or like it, my video, at least will make it out there on the algorithm somewhere else. In a more comfortable spot than it should be in, but we'll be doing that. Alright, we'll probably take the basic boat, cargo ship, speedboat, fishing boat, pirate ship, or sailboat. Last time I tried, I think I took a sailboat or pirate ship. I think it was the pirate ship from previous August 24, 2021. And that is the topic that we'll be talking about today. Is the topic of me getting hit by a van during my August 2021. Everybody would know, if you're familiar with the term August 24, 2021 or not, August 2024, most would they know where I'm coming from, right? August 24 is the date of when I would usually update most of the skills that I particularly learned around through my journey on YouTube, writing, art, gaming, editing, yada yada, right? I would probably move the ship most across the ocean here throughout some of these islands. I'll be doing that. I guess it's a little breathtaking for me to revisit the game after a very long time. It's an intimate place for me, based on the events of me getting hit by a van, where it took out my left arm, giving me a sort of a scare. I wasn't really generally too worried in the beginning, August 24, 2021, around that date or before. I think around in between August 20 and August 2024 of 2021 is the exact date when I think if I'm right, was walking around going over to the school I'd usually go to. This was during my high school years. 2021 gives away the idea that I think if I'm right, this occurred around during my sophomore years, if I'm right. I was walking throughout over to my schools. It was a normal day like usual. I was the moment would walk really quickly to school. I wouldn't hesitate. I would just take really quick strides, usually putting my right leg in front as the starter foot for the journey ahead. It would usually be misty days, and sometimes there'd be a cold breeze in the air whenever I would step outside. It would be a very dawn colored sun, and I think of course, because it's August, it is still summer. I think it's entering fall during the time. 2021, we are entering the final stages of COVID-19. I think COVID-19 was going through variants at the time, and my school was going through construction. I can only say that it doesn't matter if I said if it was going under construction, because I think there's a lot of schools out there that are going under construction at the moment. So I don't think. I mean, if all of you put in the close together, you'll probably find what school I'm going to. I was on black sneakers, had jeans, black jacket, white. I think it was more grayer in the middle, and had black sleeves. With that, I would have a hoodie, headphones on my neck, glasses, and a very heavy backpack of 30 to 40 pounds. If I'm right, I reached a traffic light. I think I was moving across at a normal speed. I think I was turning and looking in my direction. It's left to right when you cross the road, which everybody should do. I took a right instant to the right, taking my passage towards the sky, the sidewalk, where there's like a crossing walk where you can get across the road. Like, say, I was passing through a four-way, I think, if I'm right. Those where it goes like four directions, where cars go over to the other side and other cars go over to the side. It's like a perpendicular type of road, that type of road. It was in front of my school's, in front of a certain place like that. It's kind of one of the busiest roads in Florida, of Clearwater. I can say that. No, I don't think that'll get me in trouble. So I took a right. Well, what do you think happened? I took a right, and a van decided to take a really quick turn over to where I was walking. Doesn't even check. They just wanted to take a right away, take a right. I was, because I took in. I think due to how fast I was moving, the driver probably didn't notice. And and still, it's the driver's fault. They should have checked again. They should have taken a break and slowed down their speed for me, so that they give me time to perceive that a van was coming towards me. But in this situation, which you all know, didn't happen. The van went over headed towards my side and gave me a very big whack to the left side of my body. I didn't fall over. I think I kind of took the hit very solidly. I still felt the car hitting me though. It still was metallic. I think it was one of those white vans with the ladders on top of it. It was probably an electronics van. It had wires, commercials all over it. Has labels. It's colored white. Had a red ladder and a silver ladder. I think they had different purposes for their use. The driver, if I was right, was didn't say anything. He didn't even bother to step out of the van. I was very bored that day. I think it was a normal casual day for me. I didn't realize the damage of the van until right when I started taking the first steps away from the direction. I I know I should have said something in the situation. I think I just got hit by the van. I didn't even care. I just simply didn't. It didn't matter to me. I just wanted to get into the school and get the day over with because I had art class that deals with matters that were they were trying to enter me in the Scholastic Art Awards. You'd find my name out there if you knew somebody who was connected to the Scholastic Awards for seniors and juniors and sophomores and freshmen who were attending the art ceremonies or art awards that were occurring during that year. In this case, during the interaction with the van driver, if I was right, I was wearing everything as normal. I get hit by the van. My left arm makes a shift to the left, and left arm specifically. My left hand didn't feel a thing. I didn't feel it. I had a jacket on, so I felt like it was cushioned. But please don't, whatever you do, whenever you do get hit by a vehicle, always do not think that you're fine. Do not think that you're completely fine. You will need to go somewhere so that they can check you for a broken bone, a bruise, a scar, internal bleeding. You gotta be very careful with that. Don't do the same mistake I did, because that's what I did. I ignored the damage. I looked at the driver. I couldn't see them because the reflection of the sun and there was a lot of lights. It was a more suburban certain area, so there was like lights reflecting all over their black window. They had tinted windows. I looked at the driver. I didn't care at all. I just looked, turned away, walked across the sidewalk, finished my passage, and waited for another traffic light to allow me to pass because it was a four-way. So I had two directions to go through with. I need to take one to the right and then go straight. But I had to first walk through another sidewalk, a crosswalk again. I didn't care. Driver drove away thinking I was fine. They thought they didn't hit me, but in reality they did hit me. I went into school, and right as soon as I did that, I cramped. I felt pain. I felt shivers. I started to get tingles. I was feeling tickled, and I suddenly had a cold shiver come up through my neck. It was on my hair. My hair frizzled up. My backpack felt it was like more heavier, and my neck suddenly had a massive burn. I had a burning sensation in that left arm, and my left arm just tapped out. That's exactly what happened. Right when I started to move that left arm, I started to feel massive pain. I felt something swell, and I was like, "Nope, oops." Maybe I should have probably asked the driver to give me support. They're at fault. Thing is that in the school, I wasn't known to. People didn't give a shrap when I entered the school. Nobody gives a shit about me. I was known as the door kid. I was a very loyal student. I was had A's and B's in my classes. No problems. Always on time. Walked really fast to class or run very fast to class. My school was under construction. We had COVID going into variants. We had announcements and we had me going through my story era, and I was dealing with my haters online. They're finally backing off and my day was going fine until that van happened. And what scared me more is that the van had me. I at first took it like zero. You can tell how from the reaction I didn't care about the first part about getting hit by a van until I started taking steps. I went to cross the crosswalk, tried to find an administrator. Not many was around. They saw me limping, but nobody did a thing. Nobody cared until I found this very nice administrator that was out there with the walkie-talkie. They took me into their office and took me over to the police's so that they could report about the issue. They checked the cameras. Unfortunately, they had no cameras specifically turned over to the road, the two-way road, four-way road. I think that's what they call it. And they couldn't find anything. My case was like kind of put to the side, and though they gave me a lot of care though. I think they honestly genuinely cared about me. They gave me ice. They had me my hand wrapped, and they called for my father, somebody to come in. And that's when they took me over to the hospital to give me a check. They scanned it. Fortunately, I had no broken bones, and it hurt a lot though. So they said they basically hit, but it's just that they hit me really hard in such a way. My arm was still paralyzed. I wasn't able to move it. What was more on my mind at that time was that would I still be able to write? Would I still be able to draw art? Would I still be able to make music? I really like doing that. I was my first year in making music, and I was around 3 years into my YouTube career. I was at under 100 subs by that time. I was not panicked. I think I was rather calm about it because I was usually a person who was really desensitized to trauma and tragedy. Because unfortunately, life I grew up with trauma and tragedy, which it's translates to how I took care of that situation. I would then go over to post and make content on my channel as I was immobilized from going to school, immobilized from doing my normal day-to-day activities in writing and drawing. I wasn't able to do that for the first day, and in the second day I still wasn't able to do that. I was getting really annoyed because I wasn't able to do the stuff I wanted to do at all. It was hitting my mind. It was trouble. Nothing I can say here is enough to phrase it. I had to sleep with a pillow tucked under my left arm. It was in a cast for arm casts, the things that would pick up your left arm. It was colored blue, had white stripes, yada yada. The one of the hospitals that actually gave I think it was a hospital that I was born in that gave me this sort of guide for that. I think they probably charged my family. I think they charged it. I think my mom and dad were very neutral about it though. They weren't much of a help. They did help me at first, but my father was the type to like still want to look. He still he imposed his rules like always during 2021, and I think my mother was the same as always. Not too much of help, but they were there. They were of a use. My brother was still there as well. I will say they're not the full amount topic here. I think if I'm right, I posted a video, I think a few videos were meme videos. One was I think there was around like 2 to 3 time travel videos. I think about this time travel. It was a game I played for about time travel where every time you pressed, you would make a new clone of yourself, saying that would replay the exact movements that you did in game. Like say you walk in game, like right now, I could go like this, right? I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop my bow. I'm gonna put it to a stop. I'm gonna take out. Think I can stop it, but right now at the moment I don't think so. It's like it's kind of hard to move. Right, stop for a bit. So you know how in game you can kind of sort of motion your character. Like you see movement here, right? There would be a button right here. I think you can see my mouse. A red button right over here. It would say PAX tells. I don't know what it is. I might have a screenshot from that video. It would show me wearing this like toxic, very dystopian sci-fi outfit with a gas mask over my mouth or something, and I would be using the text from the Vlogstar editor that I used to use back then in 2021 during the beginnings of my channel. I think the more middle era of my channel. Still paralyzed. Just take that in for a sec. I was still posting videos with one arm. I think I even made a few drawings with one arm. It was my right arm. I think my left arm, when it was starting to get easier to move, I think I started utilizing my arm a little later on. I think it was until September 1 or around those days, around between August 24 to towards like September 1 was I able to start going back to school again. I think it came back to normal. That was kind of a scare in my life. If that wasn't too serious, like oh, you didn't lose an arm, you didn't lose a leg, I don't think that matters. I think what matters is how much you're still able to do. I wasn't willing to lose an eye. I wasn't losing to lose an arm today, right? I was willing to lose an arm around, let's say, it's 2024, so that was like 3 years ago. August 24 to August 2024. Towards August 24, 2021, that's like 3 years. Yeah, that's 3 years. 3 years and 2 months and 7 days. 2 months and 1 week. Let's say that. Okay. Yeah, basically I wanted to say, get that story a little more explained. I don't think I've explained it too much in detail. I did say in the video previously, I probably would screenshot it. It would say August 24th, 2021, I was hit by a van. That's the video name. You could probably check it out. It's kind of moody. It starts with me in the video standing alone on a cliff on a watershed or water house. I don't know what they call it. It's like in the middle of an ocean. I would stand there with my camera very zoomed far out, wearing the very famous Diana Hype outfit that you would see in some of my videos during the more modern era of me. Now you see me wearing this outfit, and I have Diana Hype outfit too, equipped instead in my videos now. It would start with the ocean noises that you hear currently right now, and you right now, like you're seeing right now, you see me using pirate ship with waves like that. I'm kind of shaking all over the place because the waves here in this game are kind of massive. And my boat house there. You'd see me ramming the boats in, I think, discuss or just play in silence. I don't know what I did specifically in that video. I'll have to rewatch it later. I probably won't watch it right now during me recording this stuff now because I just want to explain the story. It's not fake. Does it really legitimately happen? I think the purpose is that appreciate what you have. I guess appreciate what you have is. I could have probably not been able to write or make art or play the keyboard normally if my left hand was paralyzed. Left hands learn to do a lot of things over the years, and I don't want to lose that function. Really care about my left hand. Honestly, it's kind of a little risky even saying that here, because I have a lot of enemies that praise from my doom. They want me to fall over and die. It's kind of common sin of asking me to die these days. Not saying that I was getting suicidal in the video, but honestly, I've made people like that. Probably people would, right when I say that I value my left hand a lot, they'd probably think of wanting to do something with my left hand. If you even try to so do that, I will enact self-defense if I need to, because I'm not playing here. If you genuinely if you're gonna do something to my left hand, I would resort to violence. I care about that left hand a lot. I didn't give it a name, but it's quite done a lot. I've been able to break games because of this left hand and left arm. I was able to play games, make art, make music, write a story, write and type. You hold a animating pen, do animations, edit and post these videos that you see here. Use the mic, tweak my hair and wear glasses, walk and run and jog. I'm glad I didn't have anything dislocated back then. To be honest, there are people who've suffered worse injuries where they legit break bones, right? I don't need to suffer that. I'm gonna be honest. Look, alright. I've never broke anything in my life. That doesn't say I haven't suffered anything. That tells you a lot about me. That's because I was fortunate. I'm damn fortunate to have every single part of my body right now intact. I'm fortunate to not have gathered a disease, a hereditary disease, an infection that is life-threatening. I've had a surgery once before in my life, and I've had my teeth. I had separators and massive pieces of metals prying open my teeth every singular day from now these days. And I'm glad I haven't retracted any sort of infection or disease. I do not think that I don't think it even makes sense at all to wish somebody to say, let's say, maybe this sweat, you're privileged because you've never suffered any of that. I think that's wrong. The purpose, yeah, this is the purpose. I played it safe in my life. I think I call myself fortunate, but I shouldn't really saying that. I played myself safe. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like, give it a subscription, leave it a like, give a subscription to the YouTube channel. My name is Viz/Maggie, Vizmaggy. My name is Project DN as well. I've been at this for 6 years. I didn't give that intro earlier, but that's all. I was gonna start to lose my head right over there. I don't know. It just kind of bothers me. Wanted to get that off my chest. That's all I have to say. I guess that's all I would say on my game. My game is just kind of buggy now. Yeah, before I go on the rant, honestly, happy Halloween. Might be the last video I'll be recording and posting today, because I still have to kind of edit it and then post it publicly on the YouTube platform. Thanks for being patient with me. Kind of had to get that off there. Man, I think the last part of the video probably doesn't matter. but it kind of makes me natural, makes me more human. Honestly, I live the last part of the thing in the video. If I stuttered, I'm sorry. It's kind of about me. I rarely talk about me in the manner here. In the video, I rarely talk about myself in this exact manner. I rarely talk about it. Sometimes people say rather YouTubers shouldn't say anything to do with their personal life. They say that you shouldn't say it. I disagree. Honestly, if I didn't say that, nobody would have ever known. And I still posted content with this sort of, when I was paralyzed, I still posted content. Honestly, I give myself a W for that one. I was able to post content. I was able to persevere. I could have lost my left arm there that day. If anybody wants to know what happened after the updates on the van driver wasn't persecuted. Police couldn't find anything. They closed the case off and said they couldn't find any footage or camera in the area that could have shown the angles of the driver. We tried looking for any van that looked similar, but any van that looked similar wasn't in the area, and we were fortunate. I think it happened. I don't know, and I did say August 24th, 2021. It was on a specific day. We couldn't find it. We tried visiting next week, a similar day from August 24th, a week after, because we did this for multiple days. So my family helped me out, and we couldn't find anything, so it was kind of shot straight down, and there was no justice. So I kind of went off with nobody will serve justice, unfortunately. So they kind of got away with it. I don't think we'll ever find that van driver. It's been like 3 years. If he does come out, if I suddenly became famous and suddenly the van driver sees these videos and comes out and says something, well, I'm not gonna be mad. Honestly, it was my mistake for not speaking up and saying that it was their fault. At least I could have done that, kind of give an idea. But I think they kind of thought I wasn't hurt or anything. Yeah, I think I'm gonna rant for too long. Honestly, and if anybody wants to find them, go ahead. But you just don't expose right liver and thing. That's all. You know what? Okay, that's enough. Rate my avatar. You know what? I want to ram into a boat right now. Honestly, let's do that. All right, reset character. I'm gonna go for a speedboat. Boat sank already. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, that's enough of the video.